Good morning, my conspiracy of ravens. My name is Insane Raven. We are back with another episode of the podcast. And last episode was a bit difficult because my system was difficult and I didn't realize it was difficult until I uploaded it. And things were kind of shitty halfway through. Not even halfway through, like 5 minutes in, things got bad. So this time I'm doing things a little bit differently, hopefully to kind of make it better. I am going to be re-recording that video and re-uploading that video at some point. I just haven't had the time to do so yet. I haven't had the time to do anything, really. Like, I am recording this podcast today, the 16th, and that's not supposed to happen at all. So here we are. Today we're talking about Lego Marvel Superheroes. It is one of those games where, I wanted to kind of chill out. A lot of the games during this era of the channel were higher, they were more expensive, they were bigger, heavier hitters. This is one of the few games that actually was not so heavy. It was much more light. It was fun, So, here we go. The first trophy I got was Sand Central Station. It is the completing for the first level of the game. I'm not going to talk about any of those levels. I'm just going to kind of mention them here, especially with the new format of the podcast, just so you kind of know that they are there and not really anything else. Second trophy is Falling with Style. Complete your first helicarrier skydive. This is a trophy that you have to do as a part of the main campaign as well, so don't worry about that. This is fantastic. First time turning Mr. Fantastic into a teapot. Again, same thing. A lot of these trophies you can kind of just like streamline and get back to back to back. So that's just kind of how it is. The next 3-4 trophies I all got as well in the same kind of stretch of time. One of the things that I was doing with this game is that this was the family game for a while. So this was the game that I would bring out during holiday season and play with my younger cousins as they, they're like 10, 8, and now they're 10 and 8. Back when I was doing this, they were, this was in 2018, they would have been 7. They would have been 7 and 5. So this was one of the games I was trying to kind of ease them into gaming, and Lego is a really good way of doing that. At least they used to be. Now there's so many different button prompts, so many different commands that we tried playing Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, and they got so confused. They were confused and frustrated almost the entire time. So with the next 4 trophies, Times Square Off, Exploratory Laboratory, Can't Hurt Me Bub, and Rock Up at the Lockup, those are all trophies that you'll get naturally by playing the game. Nothing really is interesting there, essentially. Yeah, that's what I want to go. Again, Rebooted and Resuited is another campaign mission. Don't I Know You? This is one of the first trophies that you actually have to tweak stuff and actually go do something besides just play the game to get it. It is for teaming up Captain America and Human Torch. A little pun on the fact that they were both played by Chris Evans in the MCU at one point, and there you go. I mean, Fantastic Four isn't a part of the MCU technically, so I wouldn't say that. Next couple of trophies are Bifrosty Reception and Juggernaut and Crosses. These are 2 trophies, once again, for doing campaign stuff. You're going to unlock these. These are very Thor-centered and then X-Men centered. A lot of the trophies are quite fun in that regard. There's just that. Unlocking Black Cat requires you to find her character token. One of the ones that isn't hard to do at all. This is probably one of the games where I started kind of regretting picking up Lego games, just because of the amount of stuff there is. Like, if you want to give me a new character, a new skin, a new vehicle, something like that, I am all for it. I'm all for unlocking Black Cat and unlocking different characters that have different things. Even though, like, you can make your own character and basically just give them all the good abilities. Like, if you make 2 characters, you can pretty much make them to have all the abilities and not really sidestep the rest of the game. There's just too much stuff. Like, these games kind of feels like they are dropping in content just to drop in content. So all those trophies were gone in pretty quickly. Not even quickly. We're talking Christmas 2018 all the way up to 5/7/2020. Like, this wasn't exactly a game I was eager to pick up and keep going. It is very easy from a trophy hunting perspective. I think on I'm not quite sure what the stats are on PSN profiles. Again, I'm just too late to the party and too tired this morning to be looking that up. I just woke up and I realized, oh, I don't have a podcast going out today because I haven't made one. So there you are. You guys like that? Yeah, some nice ice foley. Okay. But yeah, so this is one of the games that I really definitely stretched out its nonsense just because I didn't want to play it. There was so much stuff. There are 200 golden bricks that have absolutely no... Well, half of them at least, pretty much half of them have no connection to anything. And it's incredibly frustrating to put in a bunch of extra time to just pick up stuff. Doctor in the House, That Sinking Feeling, Taking Liberties, Rapture's Rise. Those are another 4 trophies of just playing the game and doing everything. Collect Howard the Duck is finding his character token. I'm pretty sure he's messing around with a pizza, if I remember. Yeah, I seem to remember him messing around with a pizza place, and you have to get him. No, I lied. Collecting Howard the Duck is through the Marvel missions where you're fighting him and Vulture. By completing the Marvel side mission, you're able to get him. You're able to get him. You're able to unlock him. He's the instant unlockable character for beating the mission. Yeah, that's it. Road Rage. Destroy 100 vehicles in the Manhattan hub. For this trophy, you're going to want to pick a larger character. A character like Rhino or beefed up Venom, and kind of just go to town on them. It's not a hard trophy, it's just a grind. And a lot of the trophies in this game can kind of be described as just a grind, which is annoying. Cosplay, create your custom character. The Toast of Croydon. Name that custom character Trevor, a nice little nod to whatever the fuck number 3 was, Iron Man 3 was, which I do appreciate. I do appreciate the fact that even when this game came out, when did this game come out? I'm gonna look that up. But even way back then, they were making jokes at themselves at their own expense because, wow, was Iron Man 3 just a bad game. Just a bad game. The next trophy I'm going to talk about is Welcome to Level 7. It is a trophy for unlocking Agent Coulson. He is unlockable through, again, one of the side missions that you have to collect golden bricks to eventually unlock. So while the gold bricks definitely have a point with like unlocking extra missions and stuff, I just don't like them. They're just not a fan of mine. So this game came out in 2013. So I'm not sure if that was self-aware of them to name them, do that trophy as Trevor, or was like, hey, we're just amping this game up, we're amping that movie up more. I don't know, couldn't tell you. Magneto Personality is a trophy you get for completing level 13 in the game. Good old right on for you. The Fastball Special, which you get for performing a special throwing move as Colossus and on Wolverine. So that is a move where essentially you have to play as Colossus, have Wolverine on your team, and all of the characters have a super move, a super special flashy move that can kind of get thrown in there to kind of break up the monotony that becomes combat and later on in this game. The thing that I find that's really weird about this trophy is that according to just random players. It's an ultra rare trophy. It's a 4.9%, which is just odd. It's just odd to me, especially when Brotherhood, where you're collecting all the traditionally evil mutants. The trophy I got before that, not sure if I mentioned that, is at a 9.1%. So people were definitely playing and doing the collectathon thing with this game, but they weren't really interacting with this game in the smaller things. It's kind of what that tells me. Same thing with the Menace of Magneto. Magneto is a character you can unlock after completing the Magneto personality trophy, and you have to get his car from doing one of the various side activities in the hub world. So by grabbing Magneto from the level 13 and then grabbing his car from the hub world, you have to drive from all the way from the X Mansion down to the Fantastic Four. Excuse me, sorry. The Fantastic Four Baxter building, which is not nice. You know, it's clobbering time. Defeat 100 enemies as the Thing. Play as the Thing. Defeat 100 enemies. Just another one of those icky grind trophies this game is absolutely filled with. Next trophy is a Doom with a View and the Good, the Bad, the Hungry, for completing both of those campaign trophies. Post credit party. Complete the House Party Protocol. This is one of the ones that this is a trophy you get for completing, I think for getting almost all the gold bricks, I want to say. It's a side mission, essentially. Play the side mission and you get the post-credit party trophy. Good fun. I Am Iron Man. Collect all the Iron Man armors in a single game. You will most likely unlock most of these by playing... No, let me rephrase that. You will unlock most of these by just playing the game. There are a couple that you have to kind of like look around and pick up through the grind of getting 100% of this game by doing all the side missions, by interacting with everything. This is a trophy you will get eventually, and a lot of these trophies are kind of like that. This is going to be a smaller podcast because a lot of them kind of get summed up in you're going to get them as a part of the grind, as a part of the going in and like, I'm going to 100% this game. A lot of these trophies, you are more or less just stepping stones and guidance for that. Which, depending on how you like your trophies, is either a wonderful blessing or just the most frustrating thing in the world. So I Am Iron Man is collecting all the Iron Man armors. Avengers Assembled is collecting all the Avengers characters in the game. That is not a Marvel Cinematic Universe as a 2013 thing. That is a comic book thing. So for all the characters that are official Avengers characters, having them and unlocking them for your team is going to get you this trophy. That might be one of the things that a lot of people are confused about. It did cause a little bit of confusion when I was doing it, but there you go. Puny God is for performing Hulk's special move on Loki anywhere. It is the move that he does in the original Avengers where he calls him a puny god, smashing him all around and then leaving him there. This is pretty much exactly like the fastball special trophy that we talked about a little bit ago, where you're doing your throwing move with Wolverine as Colossus. It's me, Sam. Clearly the comic in Deadpool's room on the helicarrier. These are for collecting red bricks. Red bricks can only be collected in all the missions and the side missions. These are the things that you get as rewards for picking up the red brick. I really did enjoy the side missions. I'm going to phrase this carefully. Because whilst in the main campaign of the game, it felt like a lot of the main enemy characters were kind of just thrown in to be like, ha-ha! The side missions, they kind of just were fun. They were meant to have fun, and you see that they're ridiculous and stupid situations that are just fun to play with. And you, through It's a Me time and reading all the comics that all read Brick Rewards, a lot of which you start finding and start getting out of the side missions, and exclusively through the side missions, if I'm remembering correctly. We're talking about, I think that's almost 7 months old at this point, and this is by far the most forgettable one. Like out of all the games I platinumed during this time period, this podcast era, this is the game I forget the most, hands down. It's just, there's almost nothing to it. Next one is Guardian of the Galaxy, which you get for unlocking all the comic book Guardians of the Galaxy that are in the game. The Zoo Believer for unlocking all the animal themed characters in the game, including all the insects, which is not fun. Billionaire Philanthropist. This is a trophy you're going to get for collecting 1 billion studs. As you play through the game, as you're picking up red bricks from the side missions, the Deadpool bricks from all the side missions, you will get this, which is using to max out all of your stud multiplier trophies. Red brick, red stud multipliers, and just going to town. Essentially, you can get the combo up to 1,623, if I'm remembering correctly, like a stupid high amount over. And at that point, you just pick up one coin and your thing goes vroom, and it's really fun, really ridiculous. And that was one of the more fun things of the game. Just running around and money no longer being an issue, especially after for so long money was an issue for me in this game. Because a lot of the characters are expensive. They're just bloody expensive in this game. So unless you are getting those multipliers, the grind is going to be very real. The Sinister Six trophy, that is the one for getting all the original members of the Spider-Man's Sinister Six. I am tired. Batman is not a Marvel character, which is kind of interesting. So you're gonna collect Doc Ock, Sandman, Mysterio, Kraven the Hunter, Electro, and Vulture. All of these characters you are gonna be picking up. I don't remember off the top of my head if you have to get all the variants for them, because I know that Doc Ock has some variants. I know that Electro has a variant. I'm not sure if you have to get both of the variants as well, but both of those variants can be picked up via the side missions. Vulture gets his Vulture's unlockable through the Marvel Comics Head HQ mission. The alternate for Dr. Octopus is gotten through the Daily Bugle side mission, and the Electro alternative is picked up through the the bank side mission. All the other characters are picked up via normal story play for Sandman, and then side missions and side activities, big distinction there, but for Kraven and Mysterio. To me, my X-Men is for unlocking all the traditionally heroic mutants. Ultimate True Believer is one of those 100% things that you're just going to have to get. It is for unlocking all the True Believers in all of the main story missions and the side story missions. I'm Always Angry is for transforming the Hulk 50 times. I cannot read this morning, my guys. And then there's Stan-tastic. It is for rescuing every Stan Lee from every peril. This is a trophy that I absolutely hated, because there were some of them that, especially in the hub world, that was just bloody frustrating. Like, I couldn't get it, and it just became incredibly frustrating for me for a good while. So keep your eye out on that. Alter Ego is for performing all the big Lego transformations. Off the top of my head, there's Hulk, Red Hulk, Venom, Hulk Buster for Iron Man. There's I want to say like there's like 2 or 3 more, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me see if the picture actually tells me anything. Oh, Stan Lee is the Stan Lee one. Because Stan Lee also becomes the Hulk. And I think this might be one more, but I'm not remembering. Yep, Stan Soapbox is turned into Stan Hulk. Is like I said, like I just said, Stan Lee does have a Hulk transformation. You win a no prize, which is completing the game 100%, which will then give you the platinum trophy. Have you ever tried shawarma? But like I said, that's pretty much it. A lot of the trophies are summed up in just get 100% of the game done. I think only, let me just scroll through real quick so I can give an accurate number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I guess. Yeah. So out of all of, okay, so only 10 trophies that actually require you to do something outside of 100% the game. We're looking at 38. I can do basic math. 42, 45. Yeah. So only about a quarter of them require you to do things that aren't summed up in collect 100%. And if you've ever platinum a Lego game before, that is not anything out of the ordinary. A lot of the trophies are just get 100% of everything in the game. Thank you. So there is that. Going on in the future, do I think I'm going to be doing many more Lego games? Not really, because this was the first Lego game where, as I was hunting and as I was playing through and I was picking up all the trash, essentially, I started really questioning what the point was. Like, I wasn't having fun anymore with this game. Like, I stopped having fun in this game very quickly. So there was that. And plus, there just seemed to be so many extra unnecessary gold bricks. Can I see how many? Yeah, there's 250 gold bricks. That is too many gold bricks for not enough reward, when a lot of those are connected to nothing. They're not connected to any. There's 250 gold bricks. There's 115 side characters. Oh, and I was completely wrong when I said that the highest the multiplier goes is 1,000 or some 1,260. Like I said, it's actually 3,840. That's how high your stud multiplier can go. So it can go absolutely ridiculous if you let it. But yes, like I said, this was a game that I played majority with my younger siblings, with a younger friend, and then I played it by myself to finish the hunt. And maybe that's part of the reason why I ended up despising this game, the hunt of this game so much, was because I wasn't playing it to hunt it at all. I was playing it with family, so it became very much a family-centered game for me. And then I turned it around and made it into a hunt, which was just awful. Like, I did not really enjoy the hunt of this at all. And this was the first Lego game where that became an issue. With Trophy Hunters, I think it's sitting at like a 13%-ish, I want to say. But for all gamers everywhere, it is at 2.4%. I think that as of right now, as of recording this podcast, that is the rarest Lego game I own. I'll have to double check and I'll correct it in the comment section. I just don't have time to edit this today. I will make that comment in the comment section if I'm right, or if I'm wrong, it'll be right there. But thank you for kind of listening in. If you were looking for the review of Lego Marvel Superhero Platinum Trophies, there you go. There it is. Don't do it. Don't go for the hunt. Just grab a youngster and play it. Have a good time. and you'll be done. Don't grab youngsters. Grab your youngster. Your youngster. Don't grab a youngster. Just grab the youngster that you already own. Somehow that sounds worse. To do this game, because it is a fun family game. This is about the line where it is definitely becoming a bit trickier for younger kids, which these games I feel like were always kind of made for. Originally they were made for that 7 to 10 year old crowd, and this is easily becoming, this was one of the ones where I was like, okay, maybe it's becoming a bit too hard for that crowd. Maybe it's much more for a 10, 12-year-old type crowd. But with all that being said, I do want to do some housekeeping because, every now and then it's important to do some housekeeping. What was last episode was Minecraft, and then before that it was Mortal Kombat 11. And in the Mortal Kombat 11 video, as soon as I uploaded it, it was like, hey, it got delayed again by a week. So it kind of came out in that awkward time, so I didn't really get the chance to talk about it in my last one. And this was a short podcast, so if you'll indulge me in just talking about Mortal Kombat 11 for a little bit, that'd be great. I'm not going to take up too much of your time because that's not why you came here, but it's just some housekeeping because we talked about it. I thought the movie, just for my quickie review, I thought that movie was, for a video game movie, really fun. Like, it had all the kind of Easter eggs, it kind of had everything you wanted. I was watching a bunch of other people's reviews just to kind of get their ideas off of it, and the general consensus was that it was a poorly paced movie, and a movie that if you were a Mortal Kombat fan, you didn't get enough of the things you wanted out of it. And I can kind of see where they're coming for that, but for me, someone who's only played Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11, platinuming Mortal Kombat 11, I felt like it was pretty much a perfect kind of marriage of the two when the game is on all cylinders. It is goofy, it is stupid, it is the Kano show 100%. Like, anytime Kano isn't on screen, I'm immediately much more bored than I was when it was on screen, which is absolutely delightful and a problem for the movie because I love Kano, but Kano is not our hero. Kano is just a side character essentially, and I loved Kano so much that even while we were watching the movie, me and a couple of friends, we were roasting the shit out of the movie. We were like, the Kano show, right on you, Australian, good day mate. I can't do accents at all. Don't ask me to do accents. Thank you. So when the movie's doing stuff with Kano, or it's like actually doing like fatalities and that kind of stuff, it is really good and it's really fun. The problem is that there's a whole middle section where, besides the Kano egg roll joke and the Kano dodging the sweep move, I don't remember anything that was really about that. I remember Sonya Blade being yelled at because she was a woman and she couldn't participate because she didn't have the mark. The whole because she's a woman thing was a joke. Please, I understand. It was because she didn't have the mark. I was just being a jerk and being funny. Please don't kill me, Twitter. Thank you. But that's kind of just how it is. I enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? No, not intentionally. Would I have it playing off in the background? I can listen, and when the parts came on that I wanted to watch, yeah, I would do that. I would be cooking something in the kitchen, have it on in the living room, and be like, oh hey, I think they're fighting again. I'm gonna go check that out as my creme brulee doesn't burn. But that's that. I want to thank you guys for indulging me in a little bit of movie stuff. I don't really do anything with movies anymore, which is a bit frustrating if that's why you were here. But thank you guys for just indulging me. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to say the thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. Are you proud of me yet, Mom?